Hello, Sagittarius, my fire family. How you doing? I hope you're well. Look, I'm here to drop some cards for you. We're going to look at a weekly reading. We're doing a 9-card draw this week on this day that Mercury goes retrograde in Pisces. That's what we're looking at, right? And we're just going to let the universe tell us what's going on. I'm not asking for any specific lens, so I hope you brought yours. Let's find out what is going on for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. And that means this reading is not only for you, Sagittarius Sun, it's also for the Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. So if I mention other energies, that's why, because I'm an energy reader. Let's find out what is going on for Sagittarius. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you all about the extended, and I'm going to tell you about a sale that I have on the pre-recorded videos. Let's find out what's going on. Find out what's going on for Sag. We have the 5 of Wands. We've got the Empress. And we've got the Ace of Coins. I feel like you're in a bit of a battle with yourself right now. It feels like you, if it isn't happening now, it's something that might be happening in the future here, but it feels like there is something here that you're going to be asked to invest in, and you're not really sure if that's what you want to do. The Ace of Pentacles says either you're not ready, or you don't have enough, or you feel like you just don't want to put any time, effort, energy, or money into this thing. But I feel like it almost feels like a bit of a moral battle, I'm going to say, because the Empress in the upright is quite moral, right? It feels like a moral battle. It could have something to do with your children. She's holding a baby. It could have something to do with whether or not you want to have children. That could be an internal battle you're having with somebody else, with a spouse or a mate. But it also feels like it could be about money. Maybe someone is asking you to lend them money, and you're not really sure if that's the best investment. You're not really sure if that's the best thing to do. It feels like there is an internal battle going on for you, my friend. And it might be because you're very close to the issue. What I mean by that is it doesn't seem like this is just, investing into a business. It feels like it's a person or a child, or should we have children, or, this is going to take a big chunk of my abundance. I'm not really sure if I'm interested in investing that way. It feels like that. Tell me more about Sagittarius. We've got the King of Swords. So I feel like you're battling yourself until at which time you are clear about what you want to do. I feel like you probably might seek out the help of someone who is a judge, a magistrate, a lawyer, somebody who can give you the legal implications of what could happen here. I feel like there is somebody, and the King of Swords, understand, is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini energy in a general reading. And so I feel like this person is somebody who has a sharper eye. It's like this person is a little bit psychic. They can look into the future. I mean, you are as well, but I think that you need a professional eye or a sharper eye. This is good. It's a good information over the retrograde period for sure. When Mercury goes into retrograde, it's hard to make decisions, right? It's hard to make decisions, and I'm not really sure if you're signing a contract or this is going to be a big investment that's going to last for years, because Pentacles are very, very yes or no, right? Pentacles are like, if you're making the investment, it's going to be for a very long time. So I feel like somebody here feels like, but what if I invest and then there's really an impact to my finances? What if we have an argument or a fight? What if I don't get my return on investment? So I feel like you probably might consult with someone here. In my mind, I keep hearing Charlie say someone who's smarter. Look, I'm not saying that you're not smart enough, but I'm saying that this person has an eye for detail. This person will find every fact. They are a fact finder. They're a truth speaker. They have no horse in the race. They don't care what the outcome is for you. They don't care what the outcome is for them. What I'm doing is a job for you. So this does feel like lawyer energy, or accountant, bookkeeper energy, or the bank manager energy, who is going to say to you, tell you if this is a good investment or a bad investment of your time, effort, energy, money, whatever the pentacles are about, right? We've got the Ace of Wands. The thing is this is very exciting for you. This feels like a very exciting opportunity, and you feel as though you may get the victory. 5 and 1 is 6. You feel like this is a victorious thing, but you also feel like it could go down in a blaze of glory. I'm just looking at the volcano back here. It's like you're at this place in your life where you feel protected. That's what this salamander energy or lizard energy is about. It feels like you feel protected by the universe, but I think that it's smart for you to get a second opinion because we are in retrograde energy and you may not be seeing all the details. So please get someone on it who sees all the details. This could be maybe this person is a doctor, right? Maybe they're going to say, look, this is going to be really taxing on your energy. If you try and get pregnant, if you try and have children, like I feel like you're consulting with a professional. If it's should I have a baby? Should I not? The Empress is in their older years, right? So I feel like it could be something like that. How taxing will it be on my energy? We've got the 8 of Cups. See, this person is working in a very detached energy. And what I mean is when I say they don't have a horse in the race, that they really are not attached to an outcome. They're just there to present the facts. And so that's why I think this person is a doctor or a lawyer or somebody who might be like managing a money manager of some sort. This person's giving you their best assessment in a very detached way. They're giving you the honest truth. So what you don't want to do is lose everything. If we're talking about whether or not I should have children, you don't want to lose the relationship. But what is it going to cost me in order to go through IVF? Maybe this is going to be a long, drawn-out process. It's going to really affect you financially. The 10 of Swords is here. And what if it doesn't work out and it just crashes and burns my relationship? So I don't know what is going on here exactly, but it feels like I'm supposed to tell you that you should get somebody else to look at the details for you. Somebody who is a professional, somebody who knows the situation or the subject matter, because I feel like you're scared of the 10 of Swords. You don't want to be betrayed. You don't want to be hurt in the end of all of this. You don't want to be hurt and broke is what you don't want, right? You don't want the impact in your finances. Maybe someone's asking you to co-sign a loan. Could be that as well. The Devil energy is here. Damn, right? So when the Devil energy shows up, there's doubt and there's fear. I feel like I don't have a choice. Like this person is in a cage, but understand the door is open and they're not looking at the door, so they don't see that the door is open. So it feels like you feel you don't have a choice, that this could come to a terrible end if you don't make a contribution, if you don't at least try this. It feels like somebody here is, maybe this person is the person who's going to help you make the decision, because I feel like you're very passionate about it. It feels like it's very exciting, but also the 6 of Wands are here, which tells me that people are watching, that you're under a spotlight and maybe apt to scrutiny. But people are cheering you on, saying, yeah, it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. But they might be the person that, those might be the people or the person who want you to overspend, who want you to overextend yourself because it benefits them. The Devil being here tells me that you could be caught in some sort of maybe a place where you feel like you don't have much of a choice. Or you have doubt or you have fear. And that's why you need to call on this person. We're going to put 2 cards down to see what's going on under the surface. We've got the 6 of Cups in the reverse. So you're stuck in nostalgia. There's the biggest problem. You're stuck in nostalgia. This is something you've always wanted. Finally, the opportunity comes up and it looks really exciting. It looks really like you're really super passionate about it. It feels like you're stuck in nostalgia and you can't move forward from that. You've always wanted this. Maybe you always wanted the house, or you always wanted whatever it is. We've got the King of Cups. And I feel like you're keeping your deepest fears, your deepest emotions. I think that you're trying to keep this out of it. I feel like you're feeling deeply emotional about this, not only excited and passionate, but deeply emotional. This hits you right in the heart space. But I don't think and I think that you've lost this before. That's the thing. I feel like you've had a loss before, or you had a loss in the past, which has got you stuck in your head about nostalgia. Feels like you might have had a loss in the past. So maybe you are somebody who unfortunately has had a miscarriage. And if you have, I'm really sorry. I've endured that myself. It's not a good thing. It's really terrible and stays with you forever. But it feels like I feel like you're about to act on something because of your emotions and because of your fire, not necessarily because of practicality. And I feel like that's where this person comes in. Let's talk about the Empress. Tell me about the Empress. Sagittarius, tell me about the Empress. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. So we need more data. We need more data. We need more analytics. We've got to be really careful at all the details. We have to work really hard to find an answer. We've got the Hierophant card in the reverse. And we've got the Nine of Cups. So I really do believe here with the Faith card being in reverse, which is the Hierophant energy here, that possibly maybe you're not married and you just want to have a child. It could be that scenario, but the Hierophant in the reverse tells me that right now you have not landed on an answer. I'm going to say that I feel like right now, I'm going to speak in the right now terms. It feels like right now you're very happy. You're happy in your life. You're happy the way things are going. And maybe you've been fortunate enough to be happy on the inside and the outside without having to have external validations. And I feel like you could be single. Maybe you're someone who has not entered into that type of contract yet. But the Hierophant in the reverse tells me I'm a free spirit. I don't conform to anybody's rules. I don't follow anybody's doctrine. I'm not a religious person. It feels like somebody here is like, I'm going to do what's best for me since I have become the Empress. And the Empress really isn't concerned about what everyone else thinks about them. The Empress is going to serve the self first. This person has spent their whole life serving everybody else for what they wanted. And now the Empress is saying, no, now it's about me. So I feel like we should talk about this King of Swords, because I feel like it's really a good idea for you to get whatever this is. And I don't know what the subject matter is for you, but it feels like it's good for you to get somebody on it that is detached from the actual situation, because I feel like this is deeply emotional for you. It's almost like you're trying to prove your worth or prove something when you actually already have your worth in place. You're happy already. You're happy being who you are. Maybe someone says, yeah, I would love to have a baby, but I'm not doing it without getting married. Like it feels like somebody is, I'm already happy in the Hierophant in the reverse here. So we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Hermit energy. And we have the Four of Cups. So I feel like this person here is going to give you the straight goods and going to give you stability of your emotions and stability financially. So I feel like this person is going to be very practical with the information they give you, because the Hermit is here and that's Virgo energy. This person is the one who is going to detach from the situation. They're not invested in the outcome. They're going to give you all the facts and figures. I feel as though this person is detached from a spiritual outcome. This person is a heavy thinker, a deep thinker. They're very good with details, Hermit energy. I feel like this person is the person that needs to help you with this, because I think that you're way too invested, that maybe you could be in a dark night of the soul and you could make a decision based on that. And the Four of Cups being here tells me that this is kind of a comfort zone for you. So I feel like hiring somebody who is external to the situation, who isn't invested in the outcome, is probably your best bet. If you're looking at someone professional to give you advice on whether or not you should go forward with this, I'm going to say that this is your greatest fear. Your greatest fear is the Ten of Swords, that you could be betrayed, or that you could suffer such a painful loss. Not only a painful loss, but it could be impacting your finances as well. Or if it doesn't work out, you end up having to go through this whole cycle. If it's about children, you end up having to raise a child on your own. We've got the Two of Pentacles. Maybe you are raising a child on your own. Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So this has been a long time fear of yours. And I feel like in order to dispel it, You need to speak it into the universe. Speak it to this person. I feel like you're not able to make a decision, or you feel unsure about the decision. To me, the Two of Pentacles is the wobble. I'm trying to make a decision, but I'm unsure. It feels like this person is going to give you clarity about something you've not been able to make a decision about for a very long time. It feels like you've been thinking on it for a very long time, seeking out the truth for a very long time. Because I feel like it feels like almost intuitively, because the Empress is quite intuitive. Intuitively, I think that you have a feeling that this is not the right thing to do. So I feel like you're going to someone to confirm or dispel whatever it is that your greatest worry is. That's how you use tarot. I'm just saying, by the way, you never go to a tarot reader and say, tell me what the future is. You decide what the future is, and then you get confirmation about whether or not that could be the right thing for you. So that's what this feels like. It feels like you're not asking somebody here to make the decision for you. You're asking them, am I seeing this correctly? Because maybe I'm just in a comfort zone here. Maybe I'm just so deep into the dark night of the soul energy that I do not yet see the outcome. The Four of Pentacles is shut down, shut off, not really vulnerable. I don't really want to make a wrong move, and I definitely don't want to have a financial impact. I don't want to be left on the outside looking in. This person here is holding out a cup, right? Yeah, this person's also carrying a baby. I'm just saying, like, it feels like the whole idea of it feels exciting, but you're unsure. Even though it feels very exciting and you're about to burst with excitement, it feels like, but this devil energy is something is holding on to you, and I think it's nostalgia. This is something you've always wanted. Maybe you're going to go and buy a Porsche for the first time in your life. Maybe you're going to buy a mansion for the first time in your life. It's something that you've dreamed of, that you've always wanted, that you've been stuck on. That's been from the childhood. This is something that you've always wanted, and I feel like it's deeply emotional for you. Look, we're going to go into the extended. We're going to talk more about this. If you want to come into the extended Sagittarius, please go to the comments at the very top of the comments. There is one pinned comment. If you click on read more, there is a link there for the membership area. That's where all these extendeds go. And if you are interested in the membership area, I do also readings just for the membership there. If you are interested in a private read, please know that right now there is a sale on until the 4th of March. You will get 10% off of anything that I offer as a pre-recorded reading on the platform. Please take the link to Hypsee, and there is a code in that pinned comment as well. My private reads that are live are always on sale between 5 and 75% off when you pre-book with me. So please go take a look at my schedule, pre-book if you would like to do it live. And otherwise, I can do a pre-recorded reading for you. I'm going to go for now into the extended. And if you're there, that's cool. And if you're not, that's okay. Because I'll be back again. Because I love you too much to stay away. I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care, Sag. Bye-bye.